Dave Gardner here, and we're going to go through how to grab your links, how to get a tracking code, and basically how to find what your information is now, where you're getting clicks, if they're turning into leads, so on and so forth. So basically, we're going to be looking at the reseller tools. We're going to be looking at the Now Lifestyle, the lead capture system. We're going to be looking at promo tools. So what you want to go to is reseller tools and click on that. And then once you have reseller tools, you're going to go down here to promo links and CPA stats. And we're just going to set something, and I'm just going to show you one way how to get it. If you just want to get a plain link and you don't worry about any tracking, like you're not worried about stuff, you just want to get a link out there. Once you're on the promo link CPA stats, you're basically just going to scroll down below the video where it says base links. You're going to click this little drop down arrow, or basically you can click anywhere in here, and there is a ton of pages to choose from. And so some of these are from the original ones, but some of the ones that we're focusing on right now are this pre-launch 8 that has some really good conversions on it, which is basically an opt-in. It's not really converting. We're not talking about conversions into sales right now. We're just talking, and what I mean here is that if you were to send 100 clicks to this page, you get a very good opt-in rate. Okay, so this is just initial people that you can follow up with. So that's a really good one to follow up with. This one right here, the free funnel, is really good, as is this one right here, which goes to the free trial. The free funnel is basically going through a free video where they can actually find out more. Actually, this one as well, the best shape, I believe it's that one. One of the other ones that's doing really well right now is the pre-launch tour, and this is November 11th, 2017, so maybe by the time you're seeing this, maybe those aren't the same ones that are doing very well, but these are the ones we're having success with. If you want to go straight to the $1 trial, if you want to go more with some other information, some print stuff on here, you can do that. These two right here are more like product based. So for example, Facebook testimonials and then real results. This one right here is great because it's talking about the results that people are having with their actual fitness materials and with the supplements. And then this one right here, I'm actually testing out as we speak, so I'm hoping to find out some information there over the next couple of days. But I heard that this one, at the time, one of the other people in the group has gotten a 50%, 50+% opt-in rate. They're still trying to figure out what the conversions are to the free trials and possibly paid members. So when you click on any one of these, notice when you first come in, there's a Facebook post. It says nowlifestyle.com/go/Facebook. There's a Facebook post here. You need to make sure when you go click your page or go click the link that you want. So for example, if I want pre-launch 8, notice the screen gets gray. It looks like it's cycling up. You want to make sure that this picture changes. When that picture changes, then you can go down and you can grab your link. So pre-launch 8, /8 $ID equals Dave Gardner. Now you can either copy to clipboard, or if you were just to hover over this and you were to actually click over and drag and then you highlight, then you could right click and you could actually go through and copy this. Okay, so that's one way to get your link, and then you could paste that into an email, or you could paste it on Facebook, or if you can you can paste it somewhere in another group that you're posting stuff in. So that's one option. If I want to get a different page, again, same process. So if we go through and we do this real results, notice I got to wait. It is changed down here, but I can't even click through to it. So hundreds of pounds lost, increased confidence and energy. So this is all about actually people going through the stuff. So if we were to do this, I can copy the link to the clipboard. Notice it says copy. It kind of highlighted it quick there. If I open up a new window or new tab here up at the top, if I click in the browser box and click paste and then click enter, notice there's my ID. There's the real results /ID equals Dave Gardner. So we go back here, real results $ID equals Dave Gardner. So same link right there, and this one goes more in depth with people in the results that they're actually experiencing. So they can sign up for a free account. So if they were to click this, then you'd have an opt-in and they would be cookied to you. And so again, these are just product-based, specific product-based. It's not really about the business opportunity at this point, and they can get it and try out, and they'll find out about the business on the back end. So again, that's the key way to find your actual links. And so from that, what we can then expand upon and to try to keep it one idea, one step above this. We don't have to worry about any of these here. We don't need to be too crazy with affiliates IDs and sub IDs and things. or things like that. But if I want to track where it goes, let's say I do a post on Facebook versus a post in my blog, I want to know where those leads possibly are coming from, so that maybe I can put more focus into the blog, maybe I can put more focus on Facebook, maybe I can put more focus on Twitter or on Instagram. I need to make sure where these are going. So what you would do is actually create a new tracking link. So if we're at the same place, again, reseller tools, promo link, CPA stats, we click the create a new tracking link, a new window will open up. When that new window opens up, the process is the same. So if I want to go through, notice this says now lifestyle/go/Facebook. It actually opened up the picture of the old thing that or the new thing that I was just looking at, but it's the wrong link. Okay, this Facebook link goes to someplace else. You need to make sure you actually go down and choose this. So for example, if I go down to that one again, real results, notice the screen goes gray again, looks like it's cycling here, and then it changes down at the bottom. Now I can actually do this, but what I want to do, I want to actually give it a link. So we're going to say Veterans Day, because it's Veterans Day 2017. So Veterans Day, and then we'll just do 11/11/2017. And make sure there's no spaces in between. You can do underscores and you can do dashes. Just don't have any spaces, because that will make the link broken. And so what happens is, once I'm still in here, I can keep adding stuff, but once I click out of it, it's going to generate that code right here at the end. So notice if I click out, notice there it is. Okay, there's the original part right here. Okay, that was the original one. If we go here, okay, up to Dave Gardner, and then the and TR, that stands for tracking, equals Veterans Day 11/11/2017. So I want to open it and test that. It's going to open in a new link. There it is again up here at the top. TR equals Veterans Day 11/11/2017. I actually want to go and I'm going to Control A, I'm going to Control C. I'm using a PC, and that copies it. Or you could Control A and you could right click and copy, or you could highlight the whole thing and then right click your mouse and then do copy, okay, depending on what you're comfortable with. And now I have my link. And so if I go to Facebook and I'm going to go over to my Facebook fan page, which I would highly recommend you do. In the members area, there is actual training on setting up your own Facebook fan page, and there's a nice document that they put in there under Facebook as well with that training. So while we're watching that, I'm kind of going through here. I believe in the original setup, if we open this up in a new window, the dashboard, if we go down into growing your business, and then you scroll down into Facebook, we actually have that thing you can actually attach from Facebook. And so it used to be in here. Maybe they took it out. We will have to see if they can get it back in there, but it used to be in there. I don't know what they did with it. I don't think there's another part about Facebook. I don't want to spend too much time on that right now, just because it was in there. They might be updating that by the time we're watching it. All right, here it is. Sorry, there we go. So our compensation plan, click here to download a PDF and creating your NLS fan page. So again, if you click on that, you can actually get, and mine's going to download here, but you can actually go through and get a document on creating a fan page. So when you go through in your fan page, I'm going to add something like this. Provide some content. Just don't put a link. Put some content. So something like this. Okay, these rock stars are kicking it with the Now lifestyle products. Weight lost, strength gained, let's see, confidence boosted. You too can try it for free now. Just use this link. Okay, and there's the link. And so it's going to pop up, you know, a link, and notice it automated this already. This is the real results page. If you'd like to, you know, book an appointment with one of our coaches to see success fast, please enter your cell phone number below, blah, 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 and we'll call you. So when people actually do that, so again, if people go and do this and they say, okay, we can get it for free and we can click our free account, notice you're going to go through your name, your best email, your username, you're going to create an account, your password, because you're starting a free trial, and then you're going to enter your phone number if you want to get booked with an appointment, which is basically us reaching out, you know, welcoming you into the team. So when you get that link, again, this is going to track it. So I just want to do this, and I'm going to publish this. And as we go through, I want to actually show you where you would actually go and find this in your member area. And so the cool thing is, now that I just posted it, these rock stars are kicking it with the Now Lifestyle products, weight loss, strength gain, confidence boost. You too can try it for free. That's the one I just posted. Notice it automated a picture already. So if we go back to that page, there's the first picture already. We can see this part of the image. And so that's pretty cool that it does that for you, just so you can actually do this. Now, what I like to do as well, and I highly recommend it, especially if you have a fan page, go and share it. Share it in a couple places. I like to share it on my own timeline. And so, we're going to say congrats to these Now Lifestyle rock stars. You can be one too. Okay, so something like that. So I'm just going to share that. And you can share it in a bunch of pages. Let's say you're in a different group, or maybe you've been added to groups. People add people to groups all the time where you can actually change and add your advertising, or put your own posts up there. So do that. Okay. The other option, of course, is to go through in one of the other quick start guides. I talked about creating your own emails. And so again, if you look at that quick start guide, you'll be able to get into the lead capture page. And that's not the focus here right now, but again, just where you can post this is basically endless. But then later on, we want to be able to find where it was coming from. If I have the same link, if I post this link all over the place, I want to be able to change that tracker like I did. Again, remember, you got to click that link if I want to get a new one. So I can do that same thing. Notice it regenerated that Facebook page. I would have to go back again to real results, and I would have to click it, let it repopulate, and then I could add a tracker, which could then give me a different post. And so if I did it on a blog, or if I did it on Twitter, or did it on Instagram, I would want to change that so I knew where it came from. So the question is, how the heck do I find it? So what I want to do, I'm going to go here, and I'm actually going to click through this with through my Facebook. So at least I've opened it once through Facebook, just to show you. And when we go into the Now Lifestyle member area, I can look up my stats for this. And so if you scroll down a little bit, we can see monthly stats for November 2017. I can see them for all different pages. If I set this, and I want to see how many clicks I'm having for this, I want to go up to that again, like I'm actually filling out and creating a link. I want to go to the pre-launch real results. I want to populate it so that it makes sure I want to make sure it's connected to the right one. Make sure it says it down there. And now I can go through November, and I can click this to view for the month of November. You could do yearly as well, but because I just created it, I'm going to do it right now and just show you this is how we can find our links. And I'll show you another example that actually has more links with leads in them and clicks and stuff. And so notice here we are on November 11th, 2017, which is interesting that November 12th has. So some of the programming might be ahead of East Coast time, and therefore it's already populating November 11th. And so 4 clicks already, because I went through and clicked it a couple times, and I clicked it on Facebook, but I don't have any leads. Okay. In theory, we can figure out how many visits, how many leads, and it should eventually show sales, maybe money earned, and earnings per click, EPCs, earnings per click, depending on if you're actually paying attention to that. So here's one that I did recently. I sent to page 8. So I want to populate page 8. And I did a solo ad a week or so ago. And the tracker that I did, notice October 2017, and I have one for 10/15/17. So I actually did 2 of them this month. And so if I go into this one, the T for me, October 2017, that's the tracker. It generates it and then registers it down below. And once that's done populating, then it's basically set for the system. We can go in here, and again, for month of November, because that's when I did it. It actually was listed as October, but the clicks actually came in November. I'm going to view these, and we're going to see what they actually show. And so remember, that last one I had clicks on the 11th and the 12th, and we're going to see clicks from earlier in the month for this case. So when we scroll down, notice on November 4th, I had 479 visits. That means people that landed on my site. So that's 144 leads. And then the next day, apparently, there was 39 and then 10. So if we take a calculator, and if we look at the math involved there, 144 divided by 479, multiply that by 100, and we get 30.1%, basically, if we round that up. So there's a 30% opt-in. If we do this one, if we do 10 divided by 39 times 100, we get almost, whoops, I did that wrong. Let's try that again. 10 divided by 39 times 100. There we go. That's better. Okay, so about 26%. So I had between a 26 and a 31% or 30.1% opt-in for that page on those 2 days. Okay, so eventually these will continue, and they should be showing up earned, and who upgraded and things like that. But the key thing right now is just to figure out where your leads are coming from. Now, if we didn't do anything, if I just went back to the original, if we just refresh this, and I continue, and we just want to basically start the page over again, if I were to go down, I might just get some random numbers, and it might be harder to figure out where these leads are coming from. But that way I knew exactly how many leads were coming from that page. So if we just come into the regular system, so let's say again, we just logged in, so let's say we were at the dashboard, you just log in, you go to reseller tools, you click your promo links and CPA stats, and then you're not really sure, but you scroll down and you want to see what you got. So you can click on view, and November 2017 might be generated, but it might tie into that Facebook page. And notice, I got 1 click there, but no leads, and there's nothing there. So it doesn't look like I did anything. If I were to change this to yearly for 2017, I could click view, but again, it's going to be populating this Facebook page, so we don't really know what's going on there. And so if we go for the whole year, this is by month now, January, February, March, April, May, June, all the way up, 1 or 2 clicks doesn't look too impressive. But if I actually notice in Facebook, I didn't really have any other trackers in Facebook. But if we go through this one right here, this page 8, let it populate again, and if we try to check our links for the year, okay, let's do yearly, which apparently it's not going to let me do that because I do have all these different trackers here. And so I can't, because it's not populating just one or the other. If we change this to October, we're going to see what happened with this one in October, Salinas 10-5-17. Again, it's going to populate it. We're going to see that down here, 10-5-17. And then we're going to click view. And we're going to see that there's going to be some different leads that came in on that day relative to the ones that I had on the other day. And so if I scroll down again, notice now this is towards, or actually, okay, this is showing the whole month. Okay, even though this, I can see what it says because I have it for yearly. So that one is showing the whole month. I got 37 visits, 4 leads. And again, that was a really low traffic run. There was an issue with the service, and I think they ended up doing more in November for me. But again, it just gives you an idea to see where your clicks are coming from. You can go back and actually test that. Now, again, it's not necessary for you to do it, but it is an option. Okay, it is an option, but you don't have to do it. The more you can track, the better you're going to be. I highly, highly, highly recommend doing this if you're going to do solo ads or if you're going to do paid advertising. So, for example, let's see if I check the new one, which is the Amazingly Simple or Amazing Simple. Okay, that's a new page that they just came out as of mid-November 2017, and I have a couple things going. I'm going to get one ready for Igor. He's the one that we have traffic inside the member area. There's going to be traffic. So if you want to go up to here above, it says build your list of solo ads. That will open up a new window, or at least it was supposed to. I guess it didn't, but okay, once you click here, sorry, that one opens the new window. Igor is a traffic provider, so you'll be able to check out his stuff. I'm going to stop Igor here. You can fill out the information at the bottom, which is basically like a little mini application just to show that you are ready to learn. Maybe you're a beginner, maybe you're intermediate and advanced, so on and so forth. So if you notice on that last page, we got to refresh this. On that last page, I had the ability, we're going to go back down again to the Amazing Simple, and I don't have any clicks here right now because it hasn't happened yet. This one right here I am testing, and it should be launching basically as we speak, but I just want to kind of go through and show that if we do this, and if I click that one, I shouldn't have anything, maybe 1 or 2 if she's tested it out for me just to make sure that it's good and legitimate. Yeah, so notice on the 10th there's 3 clicks. I bought 1,000. Okay, I'm actually splitting it with someone. We're each doing 500 clicks. We're splitting this because I have a rotator on my back end that I'm running through my page and one of my teammates' pages. And so again, the clicks have shown up from yesterday. There's 3 clicks, no leads yet, just because they're testing it. No one's opting it in. But you know, these next few days, I should be getting up to about 500 clicks or more spread out over the next 24 to 72 hours, and I can actually go in and test and see what results I had. Then I'm going to check them in my email, and I'm going to see, okay, where did people opt in and maybe upgrade. If someone upgrades, I'm going to see, you know, what list they came off. I'm going to see when they originally checked into my email. And so I can go back into my Gmail account and say, okay, well, I can type in their email and just say, okay, well, they registered, you know, a month ago, or some of them registered 5 months ago. And that's the key thing about getting the leads list. I've had people that have been on my list for months, and all of a sudden they will upgrade. And so maybe it's, you know, an email that I sent because I follow up with them with follow-ups, or maybe it's something that Joel sent them, Joel Terry and the CEO. But eventually a lot of people will upgrade. And so if you don't have anyone in that lead capture system, of course you're not going to get anyone to upgrade. But if you have a lot of people in there, chances are you're going to increase your ability to have upgrades and make sales, build your binary, and earn some front-end commission. So I'm hoping you found some benefit from this. It's, you know, we're into 21 minutes. Main focus again, first of all, how to get your links, and then how to get a tracking link with that so that you can actually keep track of where your things are going. And then whether you put it on Facebook, or let's say you go into the Now Lifestyle product suite and you're going to go into the lead capture system, and you're going to go into messages, and then you're going to go into send broadcast, and then you're going to create a broadcast. You have all these campaigns to choose from. There's going to be more by the time we do this again in November 2017. There's 4 of them. So you can just click which campaign you want to send it to. Don't send it to a campaign that doesn't have any people in it. But if you have a certain campaign that you've built up, you can click on that, and you're going to start doing that. And eventually, for example, if I do Control V, there's my link again. But maybe I would want to change the code to know that it came from an email. So I could change this tracker to like Email Veterans Day, just so I knew that that's where it was. Now, we don't want to necessarily have this huge link, so I just want to show you one last thing here. And you know, maybe we'll finish before 25 minutes. But let's say, for example, I just do, you know, example, I can type here, example email link. And so we say, you know, the Veterans Day email. And I don't want to have this long, big, bulky email with all this code in here. I want this to be the link. I can highlight the link. Then I can go to this thing that looks like a chain. Think about like chain link fence, right? So the link's in here. You click on that. Veterans Day email, notice that pops up. I'm going to click in this box, and I'm going to right click, and I'm going to click paste, or I'm going to do Control V. And so if I'm in here, I can do Control V, and there's my link. And I'm going to press OK, and then what happens, you can target it into a new window, but email's always open in a new window for the most part. And so I'm going to click OK, and now this becomes a live link. So when you send email to people, so let's go into my Gmail for a moment, and notice I'm getting downline team signups, I'm getting personal signups, nice. And so if I go into the email I sent earlier, okay, so this one, do you have a round to it? And so notice there is a link that's live. Now I actually put the whole link in there, but then I have another one down here that's live as well. And what happens is, so for example, when you click on that link, just like you click on it, it's going to open up in a new window, and this should show a picture of me holding the round to it. Okay, there you go. You know, don't wait for, you know, the perfect time. You just got to start taking action and get to it, right? So I'm going to end with that. I hope you found benefit from this video. If you have any questions, feel free to leave comments below. And again, I'm always here to help out, whether you're on my team, whether you're in my upline, whether you're in your downline. Again, this has been Dave Gardner, and take action. Take massive, massive action, and be consistently consistent. You're not going to get anything out of this unless you keep taking action. So my favorite quote, you get out of it what you put into it. And so, again, like I said, let's get to it.